So I'm out on a second ride on the new Royal Enfield Himalayan. My first ride on the UK launch day, I was pretty excited and really thrilled to be out on the bike for the first time after reading so much and anticipating the bike being launched. There was a big delay to the UK release because the first generation of the Himalayan that was released in India was a dog. Lots of issues resulting in fraud, court cases, and just real shitstorm for Royal Enfield in India. The bike was delayed nearly 8 months so that all the issues could be addressed before it was sent to the international market. My first review, which is online, was glowing. I was really impressed with the build quality compared to the earlier Enfields. I was surprised at the high-end feel of the bike. I think I used the word fabulous, which is kind of ridiculous. Since my initial ride, I've been doing lots of reading and watching lots of videos online, and there seems to be an Indian civil war going on about whether the Himalayan is a piece of shit or the best thing ever to happen to the Royal Enfield. It's probably somewhere in the middle, which is why I'm out for another ride to see if my first impressions were just kind of birthday wishes, birthday excitement. Meeting a new baby for the first time. You look past the hair lip. I have to say, I don't think I was overreacting in my first impressions. I'm still impressed with the seat height and the geometry, the ergonomics. It's a very comfortable bike. It's nice and low. I can put my feet down. The bike feels manageable. This is a demonstrator, so it's been ridden pretty aggressively by people who are interested in possibly buying the bike, me being one of them. And I've noticed from the first ride on the launch day till now that the transmission feels a little more industrial, a little more tractor-like than it did on the first day. I'm also hearing more of a tick low down in the engine that I didn't notice on the first day as well. Running out the revs, I'm at 5,000 RPM. I think that's kph. I hope that's kph. Yeah, it's kph. 80 kph. And again, it's not losing its breath like the Classic 500 or the Bullet. They did a good job at making sure it had power at the high end. I'm not having to shift early to get power. It's comfortable in the curves. I'm pinning it now. 5,500 RPM. This is fourth gear, 50, 60. I got another gear there, fifth gear. This thing cooks. Yeah, this engine is nice. It's got an aggressive acceleration, a lot more aggressive than the acceleration on my 500. Seating position's good, feels good in the twisties. Suspension's a little stiff. I don't know if it's designed to be stiff, being a kind of adventure entry bike. Gonna be bounced pretty rough. Yeah, this thing is nice. You do get a second chance to make a first impression. You know, it's a shame that the first generation Himalayan had such issues in India. But I'm glad they had the issues in India because the UK bike that I'm riding is spot on. Yeah, there's that rattle at the bottom. I don't know what that's all about. Sounds a bit loose or upset. Only in low RPMs, you know, below 3,000 RPMs. You know, for a 400, that's got good acceleration. It sounds a little sad, though. It doesn't have the characteristic thump or grunt or rumble that other Royal Enfields have. This is a stock exhaust, which is probably why it sounds a little flat or sad. I don't know if this is the nature of bike to change it out for a loud exhaust, but it being a Royal Enfield, it sounds a little bit like a washing machine. Alright, I'm at 60 miles an hour already. That's surprising. The throttle is pinned. I'm pinned on the throttle. I'm going 70, 75. It's pushing to 80. Wants to go 80. 6,000 RPMs. Looks like it redlines at 6,500. Backing off a little. Throttle's pinned. 72 miles an hour. Fifth gear. Does it have a sixth? Nope, no sixth gear. Fifth gear. Come on, 75. 6,000 RPMs. Throttle's pinned. It's doing it. I don't feel like I'm holding on for dear life like I did on the Royal Enfield. Wind buffeting is okay. Windshield seems to be doing a good job. I'm going downhill now. Can I get to 80? Come on. Let's go, little baby. Come on, get me to 80. 80. 80 miles an hour. That's it. Done. There's nothing left. Backing off. 6,000 RPMs. Downhill, 80 miles an hour. You know what? For a 400, for this price, I'm impressed. I'm out of gas. Surprisingly, pushing that bike as hard as I just did, those mirrors did not move a bit. Vibration in this is incredibly low, well managed. I don't think I overreacted. I don't think I was wrong. I think I maybe was right on my first impressions. This is a sweet little bike. Look at those mirrors. I don't know if you can see the mirrors in the camera. Ooh, I just redlined. Yeah, you could ride the highway with this thing. You could tour with this thing, everybody. This is a touring Royal Enfield. Who would have thought?